Tonight, from NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, it's the AFC Wildcard Round on EA Sports. It's the Houston Texans taking on the New England Patriots.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the New England Patriots and the Houston Texans. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Fielded in the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And what a tall order for a quarterback like him. And what I mean by that is, it's one thing to come into the playoffs with 16 starts under your belt and you've played every game and had a rhythm. It's quite another when you've played as few as he has so far this season. So he's got to come in here thinking, I'm here to win this game and transmit that message to his teammates so they have confidence as well. If he exudes the air that, hey, I'm just here trying not to lose it, this team's going to be in trouble.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. The throw over the middle taken in. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over first and 10. So here are the Patriots now in excellent field position to start things out. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
To throw on second down. Man, he's got this one complete to Perriman. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Rashad Perriman, 40 yards.
Touchdown,
and the Pats have taken the early lead. I think that's the dream start right there. The defense stands up on the opening drive, then they go right down the field and score.
It's a positive start for your offense and your defense. And when you talk about playoff football, what a great way to get things going.
Everything is magnified and amped up a little bit more.
To put it mildly.
This will make it into the end zone, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. And they come in as the 3 seed in this, very likely the last home game of the season for them, even if they win this ball game. But while they would have loved that top spot and the bye that goes with it, they're still in a pretty good position.
Well, they certainly are, and let's face it, every team knows if they want to get to the Super Bowl, they're going to have to earn it. And even if you get the number 1 seed, you know you have to win 2 games against teams. They're going to be riding high after big playoff wins coming at you.
Here's second and 7 now from the 28. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Our first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
Brings up second and 7.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
At the 19-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
One hallmark of good defenses, understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They'll try and run with Balaj. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. An excellent way to start the drive there. 18 yards. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
26 Mike.
From the gun. Man, he's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this one is incomplete. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
It leads to second and 10.
Everyone's got 4 down.
Throwing again. Man. And he's got this down to the 35. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Mike 21, check Mike 21. Watch a slant, watch a slant.
Throwing on first down. Man. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That's out to the left, flat and complete. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Complete.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Patriots 7, Texans nothing.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
26, Mike. 26.
Operating from the gun. Man. And able to find Conley. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Man. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Check.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Tucker McCann.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Texans nothing.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find one to get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Houston set to take over. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch the slant. Check 31.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Hey, let's get this.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
Offense.
What was that, man?
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Check tight. Here's the mic. Switch up.
They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 50. Go. Rabbit.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown.
New England. Tucker McCann.
They give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
And here comes the Texans now. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly to fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
At the
17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
Hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
They run it with Balaj. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Kalen Balaj, the ball
Kyle
carrier.
Duggar up to make the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop it behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Baby, come on, let's go. Hey, check Mike 21. Go. 21, check Mike 21. Go.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. On first down, Drake. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
Hey, we don't need no more penalties right here.
Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this is Elijah. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield.
The tackle by Alton Robinson.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
They'll run here with Balaj. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he is going to have a Texans first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Strong right. Strong right. We got 4.
Back to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
He was covered by Stephon Gilmore.
This will be caught just inside the 10. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Mike 53. Hey. 53.
They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Devin Duvernay there to make the grab. And the Texans cut into that lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Kaimi Fairbairn lining up for the extra
point. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. And it's 17-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, is that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. Throw caught here by Bird. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there's going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him. And he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
On 1st and 10, man, he'll get this into the hands of Bird. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, we got 4.
From the gun, man. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout.
A gain of 14.
As they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Under 10. 10. Check.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Gerald Everett in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that, Let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it.
Here it comes, here it comes. 53's the mic.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we're at halftime in this AFC wildcard.
With the
And now
score
due to
equal to
time
23,
constraints, we fast
Texans
forward to the
7.
beginning of the second half.
Kaimi Fairbairn to
Both
kick
teams
off
trying
for
to
Houston.
avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
It's a pickup of 3.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
They stay on the ground with Drake. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On third and short, Drake. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held.
Don't walk out here, man.
So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
The Patriots send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Shedding the tackle. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
First down.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
35-yard line.
And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's. That's exactly what they did there.
31-yard line.
2nd and 6. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller.
That's good.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 18. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Balazs. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On the delay, it's Balazs. And they see right through that defensively. As he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
3rd down and 6.
Check, 53's Mike. Here we go.
Back to throw here.
Record.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know you've got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. In minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals and indicator, right? It starts
32 yards or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen get whenever we're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely. And I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
26 Mike. Watch the run.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Drake. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Man, you gotta be smarter than that, man. Come on.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
26 Mike.
Running, it's Drake. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
The ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 40.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another 1st down there.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try to finish off the game.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
On third down, Drake. The ball comes out, and the Texans scoop it.
Kenyon Drake, the ball carrier.
That one looked like it was over. I mean, they had
Fumble on the
control,
play.
had the football,
Recovered by the
and the
defense.
defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Now left side on the swing pass. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
That's good
And
for
an
a
excellent
Texans.
gain, 35 yards.
That's why you
First
call
and
a
10
screen.
at the
You want to catch a
34-yard
defense
line.
overcommitting. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
So many
Intended
offenses want to
for
include their
Kalen
running backs
Balaj.
into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or
Brings
check
up
it down to
second
them.
and 10.
But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's taken
That's
down,
good
but not
for a
before
Texans.
reaching the 10-yard
First down.
line. 23
First and
yards to
10
pick
at the
up there.
10-yard line.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the
pass.
completion for a really good
Complete to
pickup.
Nelson Aguilar.
7 yards the pickup there.
At the
Timing is
3-yard
everything, and
line.
they work on this
A
cut all
7-yard
the time. They
pickup.
work on all
Brings
the
up
timing
second
patterns,
and
and this
3.
time it paid off for them. Worked into the center of the field, cut it to the outside, balls delivered, gets both feet down.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller there to make the grab. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw
His
it in.
kick
And the key word,
is
quick.
good.
Quick hitter, out of his hands
Makes
fast,
the score
into the receiver's
Patriots
hands even
23.
faster.
Texans
Fairbairn good
17.
with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards
The
shy of
Patriots
the
take
30.
over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the
Kenyon
basics.
Drake
Get back
on
to
the
running
carry.
the football. High percentage
Tackle
throws.
made at the
Find the
38-yard
guys
line.
that eat pressure
It's a gain of 10.
and make plays for you
First
and make
down,
sure they touch it.
Patriots.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Hey, it's our house. Check.
Now Drake.
Check 15. Check 15.
And this winds up a gain of 4
Kenyon
to the
Drake,
41.
the ball carrier.
Now, I'm guessing you
Taken
can say this
down
is
at
kind of
the
the key
41.
here. Grind out some
A gain of
yardage,
4.
work on that
It's
clock,
now
see if you can
second and
continue to take it
6.
down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Did they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll be
Man
taken
pass.
down, but not before he
Complete
works
to
it past the
Jacoby
50.
Myers.
These guys
It's a
are
gain
running
of 10.
offense like you drive. The
And the
pedal is
Patriot
down,
first down.
stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Kenyon Drake on the carry.
The tackle that time by Zach
Brought down
Cunningham.
at the
Well,
48-yard
with the
line.
fumble he had earlier,
1 yard
we
gain.
know how key
Brings up
keeping the
second
football
and
is
9.
here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Right back to Drake. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Kenyon Drake, the ball carrier. Fumble on the play.
Wow. That
Recovered
ball
by
gets
the
knocked free,
offense.
but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Man's pass. Intended
Oh, that's
for
got to frustrate him
Jacoby
a little bit
Myers.
because it nearly got to him
Incomplete.
there, and it would have been the first sack of the game.
Raised
Instead,
up.
they're able to enforce the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. On the return comes Cobb. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive.
That's good.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Throw left side, complete. That's Andrews. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. They'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Andrews.
The
gain of 6 there on
complete.
first.
Mark Andrews.
He's back to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts.
At the 39-yard
as the clock
line.
will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. Go.
Back to throw. And not able to get it that time. He hit on 6 straight passes.
Incomplete.
Not there. Second down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Back to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
Defense.
So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
He'll look to throw. And this is caught.